Hello, everybody, and good afternoon. My name is Miles Thacker, Education Advisor here at Fulbright, and one of 3 education advisors in Bogota for Education USA, and one of 11 in the country of Colombia. Today, I'm going to present to you the webinar questions and answers about the platform SLATE, which is new this year. So let's go ahead and get started. Just remember during the webinar, you won't have your microphone on. So if you have any questions, you can click on the questions box in the panel of GoToWebinar. Try not to repeat any questions, and all questions will be replied to, so just be patient. Make sure you have your headphones plugged in, speakers on. Good internet connection is also very helpful. This webinar will be recorded and shared on the YouTube page in case you missed anything. So just a little bit about Fulbright. Fulbright is an exchange, an educational exchange between the United States and Colombia. This is the commission in Colombia. Actually, Fulbright exists in countries all over the world, in 157 countries, but specifically in Colombia, our Fulbright Commission specifically deals with students from the United States and from Colombia. So in Colombia, for Colombians, we offer scholarships at the postgraduate level, at doctorate, master's level, as well as research and teaching scholarships. So if you have any questions about those, you're welcome to write me in my email, which I'll share with you at the end of the presentation. Right now is the biggest call for applications, which is for the postgraduate scholarships. The call for application is open until the 22nd of May. So you have until the 22nd of May to upload all of those documents in the SLATE platform. Please make sure you take a look at your terms of reference to know how to upload those documents step by step and which documents you need to upload. So before we get started with the questions and answers, let's just talk really quickly. What is SLATE? SLATE is a platform administered by the Institution of International Education, also known as IIE. It allows applications of over 900 different scholarship programs and universities in the United States, including some of these universities and, of course, Fulbright. So how to apply using SLATE? You're going to enter the platform Foreign Fulbright Program of SLATE, which is available in the terms of reference. In each scholarship, which is in Anexo 1, which is usually at the end of the terms of reference, which I'll show you in just a minute. Make sure you register with IIE. Fill out the registration form, Google Forms. So there's a separate form, which is Google Forms, very quick, easy to fill out. Make sure you fill that out before you fill out the SLATE platform. And then you'll find how to step-by-step directions in SLATE, the terms of reference. You're going to fill out personal information, attach required documents, register recommenders. You're going to have to make sure you follow through with those recommenders, and make sure the application is complete before you send the application, because you cannot go back and edit anything within the application once you've hit submit. Other web sessions coming up. We'll have questions, any questions you might have about anything in the call for applications for postgraduate scholarships, and that will be on the 13th of May, and also next week, all next week at noon. Every day we have a presentation or a session for questions and answers about each of the scholarships that are open right now. Now, before we get started with the questions and answers, I want to show you all something really quick. For one, I just want to show you the terms of reference Okay, so this is consciencias. So each terms of reference of the scholarships, which you can find in the page in the Fulbright page, which will be under becas, postgrado, and then I chose consciencias, so we can go ahead and click that again. And then each one of these scholarships has a tab, of course, a description of the scholarship, and then a tab Como aplicar. And here are the terms of reference, which in my opinion, is the most important document because it has all of the requirements and all of the benefits of that specific scholarship. And when you click on it, you can download it. And in the back of the scholarship, in Annexo 1, okay, you will find the instructions for SLATE and how to fill those out. You have recommendations, and then you have step by step how to fill out that application. Now, one frequent question that has come up, so let's go ahead and go to my profile. One frequent question that has come up quite a bit is some people don't see this tab of recommendations, okay? So in the tab of recommendations, this is where you upload. So this is our one of our scholarship coordinators, and me, I submitted my own. Please don't submit your own letters of recommendation, but this is how you add a recommender. You put in their name, you put in their telephone and their email, and you send it to them, and then that will give the recommender the chance to send directly to the application your letter of recommendation. Now, if you do not find this tab, some people are unable to find the recommendations tab. It's because you need to fill out the rest of the application first, specifically in study plan. So in study plan, all the way at the bottom, it says you must answer this question and press continue before you are able to register any recommenders. Okay, so you need to say, yes, I waive my right to review information contained in the evaluation submitted by by recommenders on my behalf. So you need to click yes here, and then the recommendations tab will show up. So make sure you go to study plan, click yes, and continue. And remember, for any of these sections, you can always save your spot, okay? You just have to press, if you want to change something, okay, you can go down here and push continue, and it will save those changes. If you don't hit continue, it may not save those changes, so make sure you always push continue, and you can always log out and then log back in to your application to complete the rest of it. So you don't have to complete your application all at once. Okay. So this is my email. So if you have any questions during the process of the application, you're welcome to write me, or you can also call me at my phone number down here. The extension is 15. Let's go ahead and open it up to any questions you might have. So now is the time. If you all have any questions about the SLATE platform, you're welcome to type them in the questions box. Es el momento, si ustedes tienen preguntas, para escribirlas en la caja de preguntas. Okay, it looks like we have a question. Hola, para hacer el registro en SLATE necesitamos tener ya todos los documentos solicitados en los términos de referencia. Ana, pues es recomendable que ya tienes los documentos para subir, pero si no tienes todos los documentos en el momento que subes todos los documentos en SLATE, pues no importa. Pero es recomendable que lees los términos de referencia y los requisitos y pues pedir y descargar y tener todos los requisitos para subir en la plataforma SLATE. Pero no es necesario. Depende de cómo usted gusta subir los documentos o hacer su proceso de aplicación. So Anna Bellin, do we need to complete travel and plans section? So remember, let's see here. Remember to always, always, always refer to those terms of reference. So let's go ahead and refer to those terms of reference. In the Colciencias, they remember that they're all the same. So we can scroll down to the travels section. I believe it was here in study plan. No. Okay, section grant and travel plans. Esta sección recopila información sobre sus finanzas personales y fondos adicionales que puede haber solicitado o recibido. Tenga en cuenta, esta sección no es necesaria de diligenciar. Okay, so remember, if you have any questions, make sure you refer to Anexo 1. Okay, and it's in the back of all the terms of reference. So no, you do not need to fill that section out. If you would like to, you're welcome to, but it is not a requirement. So just remember, follow these guidelines, how to fill out the application. It's really important that you follow these guidelines because the platform SLATE, as I mentioned, 900 different users, 900 different companies and universities use this platform. And specifically for the Fulbright page, multiple countries use the same page, and the requirements are not the same in all countries. Okay, so make sure that you read our instructions. And yeah, let's see if we have any more information. Also, you should know on that topic, supplemental forms, when you read here, this is also not required. These are supplemental forms that are given to all countries. It's general guidelines, but we have very specific guidelines because we have very specific scholarships with certain socios, with certain partners that we work with that are asking for very specific requirements. So therefore, these different supplemental forms you will not download or fill out. So please just only follow our guidelines, which is in Anexo 1 at the end of the terms of reference. Okay, I'll go ahead and share my email with you all again. And more questions. Okay, Natalia, it looks like she has a question not related to SLATE. Me gustaría saber qué razones deben indicarse al respecto de elección. de las universidades de referencia. Remember that for the entire application, there's not one section that outweighs another section. All sections are graded equally. So what we want to see is your overall profile. Okay, we want to see that you have good test scores. We want to see that you can write a good essay and that your project of impact is relevant to Colombia. And we want to know what studies you want to study. And then, of course, specifically for the universities, we just want to have an idea of what universities you are thinking of applying to. That doesn't mean that if you choose 3 or 5 universities in the application process, that you have to apply to these universities when you pass on to the other section, or if you're nominated. So if you're nominated and then you start applying for universities, it's not important the universities that you mentioned before, only the universities that you will apply to. Any other questions? If there are any other questions that you might have, please let me know. This is the time. Even if it's not necessarily related to SLATE, I am open to answer questions. Okay, we have a question from Ana. Si antes del 22 de mayo no hemos recibido los resultados de GRE y el examen de inglés, ¿qué debemos subir en la plataforma? Okay, so let's go back to those terms of reference. Okay, it always depends on your scholarship, right? But for all of our scholarships, it's the same rule with those exams. So let's go ahead and take a look at those terms of reference in Ciencias. Let's scroll all the way down to the requirement, which is exams. Actually, let's go all the way up into the specific requirements for the scholarship. And you will find in the exam section exactly what to do. So here, resultados de examen de inglés. If you look down here, it says, aquellos aspirantes que no tengan el resultado de examen de inglés para el 22 de mayo 2019 deben adjuntar el comprobante de registro del examen a la fecha de la cierre de convocatoria y enviar los resultados a más tardar al 30 de mayo. A ese correo documentos2019@fulbright.edu.co. Okay, so it says here that you need to attach un comprobante. So it could be a receipt, it could be, if you're taking it with Fulbright, it could be the form that you filled out saying the date that you're going to take it and that you're registered. So basically we just need, or it could be an email that the institute sends you saying that you are registered for a certain date. So you need to send us either a receipt or something that shows us the exact date that you are going to take the exam, so we know that you'll have the results in time. Just to let you all know, it's important that you take this exam. My recommendation is no later, the GRE or the English exam, no later than the 14th of May, because the results can take up to 15 days to receive. Give yourself 1 day of cushion. So I would not take an exam any later than the 14th of May, unless, of course, it's with Fulbright, because sometimes we can get those exams to you a little quicker through TOEFL ITP. Let's go ahead and go back to the PowerPoint presentation. Let's see what other questions we have. Jennifer, buenas tardes. ¿Cuántos documentos se pueden cargar in additional documents? Is there a limit? Well, Jennifer, I'll tell you what. You have enough room to upload the additional documents that you need to upload depending on the scholarship. Specifically for Pasaporte a las Ciencias, there's quite a few additional documents, but I guarantee you there is enough space to upload all those additional documents. And remember, you do not need to upload any documents that we do not ask for. So if you want to upload a certificate of labor or other essays or projects, we are not asking for those documents and we will not revise those documents. So make sure you upload the documents that we are specifically asking for and in the order that we're asking for. And yeah, there should be plenty of room for you to upload all those required documents. Any other questions? We have a question pero para el TOEFL ITP me inscribí para la fecha 25 de mayo. Creo que no es suficiente. Anna, I would say probably not. That's cutting it very, very close because it can take up to 10 days to receive that document and you're only giving yourself 5 days. I would probably move that to an earlier date. Any other questions? Ok, Andrés. Hola, para el doctorado es necesario tener 2 certificados de inglés. Andrés, solo el requisito es tener el TOEFL, un certificado de inglés del TOEFL, TOEFL IBT, TOEFL ITP o el IELTS académico. Entonces, solo es necesario tener un certificado de inglés. También al nivel de doctorado, un requisito del examen de GRE es un requisito. El GRE no es un certificado de inglés. El GRE es un certificado de tus conocimientos de pregrado para ser admitido a programas de posgrado en Estados Unidos. Eso es más similar como el ICFES, es sobre los conocimientos, no es en particular de inglés, no mide el nivel de inglés, solo el nivel de conocimiento, pero sí este examen es en inglés. Entonces, para la beca Cosciencias o las otras becas al nivel de doctorado, el requisito es un examen de inglés, el TOEFL IBT, el TOEFL ITP o el IELTS académico y un examen de GRE. Andrés, el TOEFL ITP no es solo válido a nivel nacional. Andrés, claro que sí, el TOEFL ITP es solo válido al nivel de nacional en Colombia, pero si ustedes ganan la beca con nosotros, damos un voucher para tomar el TOEFL IBT gratis. También el GRE gratis. porque para la mayoría de las universidades en Estados Unidos el GRE es un requisito. Pero porque Fulbright somos muy amables para los candidatos al nivel de maestría, ustedes no tienen que tomar el GRE, pero si ustedes ganan la beca, tienen que tomar el GRE con nosotros. Paula, si presenté el GRE el año pasado y tuve un puntaje bajo, ¿puedo volver a aplicar a la beca con este resultado? Pues Paula, no hay puntaje mínimo en el GRE para aplicar a nuestras becas. ¿Ok? Um, pues si tienes el tiempo y el dinero para tomar el GRE otra vez, pues aún es parte de la aplicación y vamos a mirar el puntaje del examen de GRE. Pero si usted tiene el GRE, usted aún puede aplicar con este examen. ¿Tenemos otras preguntas? Hola Andrés, el GRE se hace en una área específica. Para aplicar a la beca con nosotros, ustedes solo van a tomar el General GRE Exam. Entonces, hay exámenes de GRE específicas en ciencias, en psicología, en otras áreas, pero con nosotros ustedes solo van a tomar el GRE General Exam. Paula, um, hay un documento para aplicar al doctorado que es como una muestra de la escritura científica. Bueno, entonces hay una sección que no es obligatorio, que es Writing Sample. Y eso es como tesis o investigaciones o un documento escrito de ustedes que ustedes quieren demostrar. Ese documento pues no es un requisito, tampoco no tiene que ser científica, puede ser un tesis de cualquier área de estudio o investigaciones de cualquier área de estudio o solo un documento de un ensayo o cualquier cosa que quieras subir. Pero al nivel de doctorado, es importante subir pues un writing sample. Sí, yo creo que es importante subir algo para mostrar a la gente que están leyendo el perfil de candidato, el writing sample. Paula, ¿qué características debe tener este documento? Que dije antes, pues dependiendo de qué quieres demostrar, puede ser un tesis, puede ser investigaciones, puede ser sí, un artículo de investigaciones o cualquier otro documento, pues para demostrar su mejor de muestra de escritura que ustedes tienen. ¿Hay otras preguntas? Vamos a esperar unos minutos. Andrés, en todo caso, el certificado de GRE es obligatorio. Para aplicar al nivel de doctorado, sí, es obligatorio. Si no vemos el GRE en su aplicación y usted está aplicando al nivel de doctorado, la aplicación no va a pasar revisión técnica. Okay, it looks like we don't have any more questions. Remember, if during the application process you have any questions, first, please refer to your terms of reference and specifically for applying on the SLATE platform, refer to that NX01 at the end of all of the terms of reference for each individual scholarship. And then if you have any more questions, if the platform isn't functioning correctly or you're having problems with your application, you can write me an email, consejeria@fulbright.edu.co, or you can call me at this number, which is extension 15. I hope you all have a lovely Friday and a wonderful weekend, and best of luck on those applications.